I'm Sketch, and today I thought I would be drawing characters that I like in my own art style. This would be a great chance to just talk about what I like and also for you guys to get to know me more, as it is my first ever video. I decided to pick 3 different games that I really enjoy at the moment and that have influenced me in some sort of way, and those would be Pokemon, Genshin Impact, and Honkai Star Rail. I decided I'd be choosing 2 characters from each of the games and drawing them in my own art style, as I really wanted to draw at least 2 characters from each of the games. I love these games all, and I thought this would be a good chance to do some fan art, and I haven't really done much, honestly. Though only choosing 2 was the hard part. I love a lot of characters from these games, and choosing only 2 was more difficult than I expected. Like, all these 3 games, their cast just keeps expanding, and showing more characters I like, and I just can't draw all of them! But I eventually chose 3 characters that I was happy to work on. The other 3 will be worked on in another time. I just didn't have enough time, and this video would be really long if I were to do 6 characters, so I just chose 3. The 3 characters I chose Liko, Robin, and Farina. And technically, Liko isn't from a Pokemon game, she's from the anime, but I I just really wanted to draw her. I don't have an excuse, I just really wanted to draw her. But without further ado, let's get into the speed paints and let's see how these artworks came out. First off, we have Liko, which was definitely the easiest character to draw. Her design is the most simplistic out of the bunch, which I am very grateful for. I'm not used to drawing very detailed drawings, so it was really nice to just draw a more simplistic character. Which, now looking back on all the characters, I realized that 2 of the characters I drew have like blue under here. I didn't intend for that to happen, I just chose characters I like, and turns out I guess I like characters with blue underhair. Never realized that, but you know, you learn something new every day. Her drawing took me about a day to finish. It was very quick, it wasn't that long, which compared to the other 2, like, compared to Robin and Farina's time-lapse footage, Robin and Farina's footage is actually twice as long as Liko's footage. So, there's that. I actually was catching up on Pokemon Horizons, catching up on the newest episodes. It was actually a lot of fun to, like, catch up on the series. I hadn't watched it for a while. I don't know how many people feel about the series, but I personally really enjoy it. I actually like it a lot. Not sure why, honestly. I just like it. I think it's because it's like very refreshing from what we've had previously. I think also just seeing Liko's character and stuff like that made me want to draw her more. I like her design a lot, but I also think her character is very interesting. It's definitely a far strike, or the complete opposite of Ash's character. And in general, I've just been a Pokemon fan ever since I was a little kid. I've loved Pokemon and have collected basically every game since Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. I like how each generation brings something new to the table, and I know a lot of people don't like the recent Pokemon, but I actually kinda enjoy them. I understand why people don't like them though, I can definitely see why, but I personally really enjoy them. And in general, Pokemon has probably had the biggest impact on me. Not in terms of like art-wise, but in terms of just life in general. It's always been something I go back to for when I want to enjoy something or relax. It's funny because Liko was probably the character I wanted to draw the most out of all of these 3 characters. But she's probably my least favorite out of the bunch. I still really like her, but out of all the 3 characters I drew, she has impacted me probably the least. Which is kinda shocking because I feel like her story is probably the most relatable out of the 3. It's probably just because I don't really watch the Pokemon animes that much, so it's probably because of that. The artwork I drew for her turned out to be my second favorite. I really enjoy it. It's just more simplistic, at least compared to the other 2. And side note, I didn't draw Sprigatito. I really did want to draw Sprigatito, but I'm not really used to drawing cats and stuff like that, so I just drew Hatena because that's more in my comfort zone. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really want to spend another hour trying to figure out how to draw Sprigatito. But here's the final result. I'm very happy with the final product. The only thing I would change though is include Sprigatito, but I didn't really want to do it. Maybe next time, or maybe I'll come back and add Sprigatito, but for right now, I'll leave it at this. Now let's move on to Robin. Now here is where the difficulty sets in. Hoyoverse designs are super complicated, and I was not really looking forward to this. Surprisingly though, Robin was actually pretty easy to draw. I think she was in my comfort zone for sure. Compared to Liko, Robin's only took a day more, Took almost about 2 days, I would say. What I should have done was simplify the designs of Robin and Farina, but I didn't really do that. I don't know why I should have done that to begin with. I think I just wanted something more challenging to do. I'm not really used to doing super detailed characters, so I really wanted more of the challenge. But luckily, I had the most fun drawing Robin. She was actually super fun to draw for me. I think it's because she has long hair, and I really like drawing long-haired characters, so it could be because of that, but I don't know. I had a lot of fun drawing it, and I was so invested that I was basically in my room for the whole day drawing this. For 2 days, actually. The only real challenging part I had was drawing her mic, but I'm not really used to drawing mics in general and props. What's funny is that, spoilers, she is my favorite artwork out of the bunch. But what's funny to me is that, while she is my favorite, Honkai Star Rail has impacted me probably the least out of all these 3 games. I love Robin, I love that she's a singer. I'm really a fan of like singing characters. I'm not sure why, honestly. But Honkai Star Rail just hasn't impacted me the same as Genshin or Pokemon. I still really like the game, but it definitely has impacted me the least. Hey, editing me here. I've been getting back into the game again, so just disregard the words I said earlier. For at least part 1 of this video, choosing the characters wasn't actually that hard. I knew who I wanted to do from the very beginning, at least for the first 3 characters I drew. But choosing the second half was actually a lot more difficult than I expected it to be. But I'll talk about that more when part 2 comes out. Whenever it comes out, I honestly don't know. But back to the speed paints, I had a lot of fun drawing her, surprisingly. I thought I was gonna hate it because, I mean, just look at Hoyoverse designs, they're super complicated. But I had a lot of fun. Does that mean I'll make more fan art for Robin? Probably not. I don't really have a lot of fun drawing the same character over and over again. And since Hoyoverse designs are already complicated enough, I probably won't. I'm really glad I drew her though. While it may be a challenge, it was a lot of fun testing my abilities, and honestly, I just had a lot of fun. I don't know what else to say. Do plan on drawing more of my original characters. I don't know if you would like to see a video about it. I don't even know what I would talk about, but maybe I will. Who knows? But anyways, I am super proud of the final product. Definitely my favorite one I drew in this video. I really enjoy it. I really love everything about it, honestly. Though you may notice that that her mic is in front of her legs, which it probably isn't supposed to be. I didn't even catch on until after I was editing the video, and then I realized that I had drew it incorrectly. So in the final product, you'll see that it's fixed. I had even told myself to remember that when I was drawing it, and I didn't remember, so whatever. But I hope you guys enjoy it, hopefully. Last, but I'm gonna say it definitely least, honestly, Farina. Okay, so... Oh god. Now, I love Farina. I love everything about her story, her character, even her design. I love everything about her, but I had the worst damn time drawing her. It took me a while to get a draft I liked, and by a while, I mean like 5 days. I'm not even sure why. I don't know, I just really struggle with this drawing a lot. It wasn't until I got around to this part of the drawing where I decided I need to finish this off screen, and that's basically what I did. For a while. It honestly could be because of multiple things. I had been stuck in my room for multiple days straight. I also decided to not use a reference when I probably should have. I was also very indecisive of what kind of pose I wanted to do, so that could also be an issue. I did end up choosing a pose I liked. I drew her eating mac and cheese. If you know the story, you'll know why. Though the pose in my draft and in my final product are almost the exact same, so I don't know why it took me so long to find the pose I liked. I did have many other ones in mind. As you can see in my drafts, I did want to draw her on a swing, but I don't know, I didn't really like how it turned out, so I scrapped that out. I had to keep going back and redrawing stuff because I forgot about some parts, which I should have really simplified them, but did I want to? No, I did not. I don't know why. I really should have though, because Farina has so much little details, bips and bobs all over the place, so it would have really saved me a lot of time. It was mainly just the jewels and the layers of like her jacket. I don't know what you would call it, but you know, at least I finished the drawing, so there's that. I wish I kinda did better though, because Genshin Impact has impacted me a lot in the recent years, and I'm the least happy with the final result for this drawing in particular. It's not that it's necessarily bad, but I'm the least impressed with it. I think I just really hope for something more impressive for myself.
Honestly though, Genshin has a lot of stuff I like about it, which is why it's one of my favorite games. I'm a fan of games with powers, elements, combat, open world, and it basically tackles all of those with flying colors.
But yeah, it's one of my favorite games. The story is just incredible, and I love everything about Genshin, honestly. I've been playing it for 4 years, I think. No, 3, right? Wait, 3? I don't know, one of the two. It's just a game I have a lot of fun with, that's all you really need to know. But anyways, here is the final result. I'm really not impressed with it. I don't know why. It's not bad. It's fine. It's just I love the other two better, which kind of is surprising since Farina is my favorite character. Maybe that's why. You may also notice that there's an inconsistency of some parts of my art style. There's no particular reason. It's just because I like to experiment with different ways to draw. So if you notice that, that's why. But I hope you guys enjoy Farina's artwork. I hope I at least did her some justice. Maybe in the future, I'll come back and redraw Farina, but will I? Probably not, I don't want to suffer again. And here are the drawings side by side. I'm actually very proud of how they turned out, and it really challenged me because of how detailed some of the designs are. Still though, I really enjoyed the process, even if some of them were a struggle. Looking at you, Farina. But I really enjoyed them, and I hope you guys enjoyed the finished artworks too. They were such a blast to make. I hope you stick around for whenever part 2 comes out. I'm not sure when it'll come out, but it'll come out eventually. However, I can almost guarantee you that the next video probably won't be the part 2. I have another video in mind that I want to post before that, but it will come out. But that's really all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and have a great day or night wherever you're from, and I'll see you whenever my next video comes out. See ya! Oh,